Italian film star Gina Lollobrigida has died in Rome at age 95. Rome, Italian film legend Gina Lollobrigida, who achieved international stardom during the 1950s and was dubbed the most beautiful woman in the world after the title of one of her movies, died in Rome on Monday, her agent said. She was 95. The agent, Paola Cumin, didn't provide details. Lollobrigida had surgery in September to repair a thigh bone broken in a fall. She returned home and said she had quickly resumed walking. A drawn portrait of the diva graced a 1954 cover of Time magazine, which likened her to a goddess in an article about Italian movie making. More than a half-century later, Lollobrigida still turned heads with her brown, curly hair and statuesque figure, and preferred to be called an actress instead of the gender-neutral term actor. Lollo, as she was lovingly nicknamed by Italians, began making movies in Italy just after the end of War. Besides the world's most beautiful woman in 1955, career highlights included Golden Globe winner Come September, with Rock Hudson, Trapeze, Beat the Devil, a 1953 John Huston film starring Humphrey Bogart and Jennifer Jones, and Buona Sera, Mrs. Campbell, which won Lollobrigida Italy's. In Italy, she worked with some of the country's top directors following the war, including Mario Monicelli, Luigi Comencini, Pietro Germi, and Vittorio De Sica. Two of her more popular films at home were Comencini's Pain Amore e Fantasia, Bread, Love and Dreams, in 1953, and the sequel a year later, Pain Amore e Gelosia, Bread, Love and Jealousy. Her male foil was Vittorio Gassman, one of Italy's leading men on the screen. Lollobrigida also was an accomplished sculptor, painter and photographer, and eventually essentially dropped film for the other arts. With her camera, she roamed the world from what was then the Soviet Union to Australia. In 1974, Fidel Castro hosted her as a guest in Cuba for 12 days as she worked on a photo reportage. Lollobrigida was born on July 4, 1927 in Subiaco, a picturesque hill town near Rome, where her father was a furniture maker. Lollobrigida began her career in beauty contests, posing for the covers of magazines and making brief appearances in minor films. Producer Mario Costa plucked her from the streets of Rome to appear on the big screen. Eccentric mogul Howard Hughes eventually brought Lollobrigida to the United States, where she performed with some of Hollywood's leading men of the 1950s and 60s, including Frank Sinatra, Sean Connery, Burt Lancaster, Tony Curtis, and Yul Brynner.